Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali here, back at it again with the videos, and today is my Food Wars Season 2, Episode 2 and 3 review, because last week I was at a convention, couldn't do it, so I'm going to do a quick Episode 2 and 3 review. Now, Episode 2, Megumi, my girl Megumi, versus Rio. Now, I loved this episode for a number of things. Of course, the animation was good. I liked how it was transitioning from them cooking and what they're cooking, all like the certain things they're cooking, it leading to like flashbacks and then like going back and forth. I really liked that part. And it turns out that you know, Megumi is from like a port city and everything. So of course she's using seafood, but Rio's also using seafood, and it turns out that they're both from port towns, from port cities, and there was like a flashback of it turns out that Rio, a flashback of Rio, he owned his own port town restaurant. Like, he was the executive chef and everything, ordering people around, and he was only like 10 years old. It was kind of like funny because he was yelling at like 30 to 40-year-old people, and he was only like, what, like 10 years old or something. And then that's where Alice finds him, because she was traveling around trying to find her own thing, and she finds him and everything. So his background, like when it comes to food, is that he wants people to go to their knees when they try his food, to not like beg, but be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, like completely praise him. While Megumi is just all about hometown stuff. She's just like a home person, just wants to make people feel comfortable and warm and everything. So both of their like cooking styles are like even though they're from like port towns, they're completely different, because Rio uses like heavily based flavor and stock, and when it comes to like fish, like shellfish and everything. And then you got Megumi on this side, on the other side, who does like a really light broth and everything, but it's like just as good with like the umami and everything. And what was really cool, I really liked, was when Rio he kept the shells, and then he powdered all the shells from the shellfishes, just like powdered it all up, and then put it in the soup. Or actually the whole thing, the theme is ramen, so they had to make ramen, and they both made like a seafood ramen. Megumi's was really light, Rio's was like really heavy on flavor and stuff. But when the chairman, like when he goes bare-chested, that means it's like really amazing. He didn't go bare-chested for Megumi, so ultimately Rio won. I knew that was gonna happen because Rio and Alice, they can't like both lose. So that's what I was thinking. So I knew that he was gonna win, but Megumi was pretty close. She kicked ass. I love how like her character has grown into like a really confident person, not caring about somebody else's cooking and just focusing on your own. I really like that. And I think like the funniest part of that episode was when the chairman, he was going to the bathroom or something, and he's leaving, and then he's leaving, and then he's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he goes into the bathroom, and he's like, that girl Megumi, she's like a prodigy. She's gonna make it huge in the future or something, because even though he didn't go bare-chested, his underpants just like came undone, and he didn't even notice it. I thought that was like the funniest part of both episodes. I just like cracked up a little bit when I was watching that. And when we find out that Rio won was actually in the beginning of episode 3, because yeah, it transitioned to episode 3, and then after that, after Rio won, it was I forgot the Erina's assistant's name, and I forgot the curry guy's name, so I'm just gonna call him Curry Man, or Curry Guy, and Medicine Girl. That's what I'm gonna say, because she bases all of her stuff on medicine. He bases it all on flavor and smell of all like the different kinds of powders and stuff like that. So their theme was hamburgers, and like it was just awesome. She's going in with all the medicine stuff. She used like a Chinese soft shell turtle, which I never heard of that before, but apparently it's like the meat is like really good for like your body and stuff. And so she just cuts off the head, pours, and like it's like live right there, and she cuts the head off and then pours the blood in like a bowl to use it for later and stuff. She mixed like pork and the I think it's called supon. I think that's what the meat is called. Mixed it in, boom, made the patty, and she also made like a sauce with the broth of the turtle to make it into like a sauce. Oh my gosh, it's just like so cool to see what she did. She used like a steam bun for the bun. She made it like really healthy, really light and everything. But man, the curry guy, oh my gosh, like he used a vertical spigot for they called it what is it, they called it a kebab. It's not really a kebab. It's shawarma. That's what it's called, with the rotating spigot and stuff, and then you shave the meat off. That's also what they use for gyros and stuff. But what he was doing, that was shawarma, and he made a patty, and then he put shawarma on top of it, and then used pita bread for the burger. Oh my gosh, it's just my favorite food of all is Middle Eastern food, shawarma, like beef kebab, all that kind of kefta kebabs, all that stuff. It is so damn good. Anyways, they tried hers, and hers was like amazing and stuff. But one of the funny parts was when they tried his with the shawarma and the beef patty with the pita bread. Once they bit it, it completely disappeared from their hands. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good that they didn't realize that they ate the whole thing, which I thought was really funny. And so she's like, how is it not like heavy or whatever? And he said it doesn't matter, like, unless like the smell and the flavor completely take that heaviness away. I guess some kind of like that. But overall, she actually did get taken by the smell too, because and it was funny, like the animation of her kind of looking like the turtle, soft-shell turtle. The whole thing was like ripping, and then she's like, of course, you got the fan service, like everybody stark naked and stuff. And so ultimately, he wins. The curry guy wins. That was awesome. I loved that part. I loved all that stuff. And there was a good thing. There was a part that was like really important to me, that she just wants to take Erina's spot. But the curry guy, he's like, the only way you can get to that spot is you gotta strive for the top. You're not striving for the top. You just want to take Erina's spot. So you don't deserve to be in the Elite 10. And she's saying like it's right, because she's saying that he's right because she got taken back by his flavor and the smell and everything of all of his spices that he used. So I thought that was like really important stuff. So that's ultimately what happened in the third match. And I'm really excited for the fourth one, because you got the what was it? The Italian guy. Oh, I keep forgetting the Italian guy's name. Aldini. Yeah, the Aldini kid versus this guy who knows like everything about everybody, and his motto for cooking is like down to the very last detail. That's what his motto is, and he literally knows every single thing about everybody, like Soma, Aldini, and everything. He's talking in his head about Soma, which was really funny, saying like his height, his waist size, his chest size, how many hours did he sleep during the summer, like what the hell, stalking status level 9,000, I tell you what. Anyways, those two episodes were great, animation was good, the pacing was awesome, transitioning from flashbacks to the cooking and stuff, all of it was great. So I give episode 2 episode 2 9.5 out of 10. It wasn't exactly, it was like barely. Alright, 9.5 out of 10. The second one I really liked. It was really quick, really good. I give that one a 10 out of 10. So ultimately it was like 9.7, 9.5 out of 10 for both. So like the video if you did, comment down below on what you thought about the episodes. Episode 2 and episode 3, I thought they were fantastic. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later with the next video.